Bowling Green's Classic Rock D93. It's the Tony Rose Morning Show on your Thursday morning. In the studio with us, Kyle Walls, Bowling Green Hot Rods. What's up, partner? How you doing, man?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Man, I'm doing great, and I know you guys are excited. A lot of stuff coming up with the Bowling Green Hot Rods, including the Stadium Slam show.
Yeah.
Next weekend.
Next Saturday.
Well,
Looking forward to it.
Pro wrestling back in Bowling Green, Kentucky, making its triumphant return to the Bowling Green ballpark. I hate to bring it up, but I'm undefeated as a manager over there, man.
You are. I know.
I'm undefeated.
We were just talking about that. Yeah. It's been, 5 years since you last been in the ring?
We don't want to keep up with years.
Yeah.
You know, it feels like just yesterday.
Just yesterday.
For many people out there, but I'm undefeated. And, of course, this time around, bringing in OVW.
Yep.
That's where guys like John Cena, Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton, so many more got their start right there in OVW. And I'm so excited because we are joined by the head of OVW now.
Yes.
Legendary. Speaking of head, what does everybody want?
Head.
The one and only. That was his gimmick, Dr. Bob. His gimmick was he had a mannequin head, and he would bring it around as part of the Job Squad. Now he is the head of the Job Squad for OVW Wrestling. The iconic WWE legend Al Snow joins us. Good morning, Al. How you doing?
I'm just fine. Good morning, Tony.
Hey, man, it is good to hear your voice, and it's going to be even better to have you guys get into Bowling Green as part of the Stadium Slam show. But first, man, let me just ask you, what has the last 6 to 8 months been like for you and for OVW Wrestling and just the industry in general? Of course, we see what we see on Mondays and Fridays with the WWE and AEW and NXT. But what's it been like for you guys out there with OVW and just pro wrestling in general?
Well, it's been very, I'm sure for everybody, it's been very difficult, but a challenge. We were completely shut down. We operate actually a state-accredited trade school for professional wrestling, sports entertainment, and broadcasting, and that was completely shut down because of COVID-19. And then in addition, we were not allowed to run any events whatsoever. So luckily, we have a very lengthy library of back content, and we were able to make a lot of compilation shows to keep producing our weekly television show each week. So that allowed us to still produce our television show and keep going, but we weren't even allowed to run events without an audience.
Wow.
So it was very difficult.
Wow. So how excited are you guys just to get back out on the road, doing what you do, performing, entertaining the fans with some of the up-and-coming stars of the professional wrestling industry? Of course, OVW, that's where guys like John Cena, Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar, Shelton Benjamin, the list goes on and on. They got their start right there with that OVW letters, on their resume. And now we see those future stars coming up the line. How excited just to get in the car, to get in the truck, and to get back out on the road and see fans?
Oh, we just cannot wait. You have to have a passion to want to perform and be a professional wrestler in the first place, but to have been locked down for so long and then finally to have an opportunity to go out and do what you love to do is it's great, and for such a great cause too. I mean, I can't emphasize enough how excited we were to be a partner with Special Olympics of Kentucky and to be able to do something as well.
Well, you guys are working with some great partners as well with the Bowling Green Hot Rods there at the Bowling Green Ballpark.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle, let's talk about tickets real quick and how can we get tickets? What are the levels of tickets? And kind of how is the for lack of a better term, the game day experience going to be like for the Stadium Slam Tour with OVW coming up on the 19th over at the ballpark?
Yeah, definitely. So tickets will be on sale at bghotrods.com, or they can call in the office. Start at $15 for general admission on the first or third base line, and then $20 behind home plate. And then there's a VIP experience as well for $35. Now tickets increase the day of the event, but with that proceeds, a portion of that goes back to the Special Olympics of Kentucky. With that, we're going to have the ring set up around home plate, so it'll be kind of close and intimate. And we're kind of excited to bring wrestling back to Bowling Green Ballpark.
It's going to be fun, man.
Yeah. When they approached us about this, we were like, well, this is kind of an awesome idea. And then you throw in the Special Olympics of Kentucky component, and it was a no-brainer for us. Obviously, giving back to the community and everybody else, it was an easy decision to host an event like this, and we're excited for that next Saturday.
Of course, we got the legendary Al Snow on the line with us as well from OVW Wrestling. Who are some of the stars that are going to be making their way down here to Bowling Green that we are going to get to see live and in person, up close and personal with OVW, Al?
Well, we'll have our heavyweight champion Tony Gunn. We'll a big guy that we are going to make a part of the special meet and greet is Jesse Goddard. He of Big Brother fame. I don't know if anybody watches Big Brother, but Jesse has been featured on Big Brother a bunch of times, numerous seasons, and is really like their all-star. And then we'll have the rest of the roster. It'll be a great family-oriented show. I want to emphasize that we go out of our way to really make a fun show for everyone in the entire family.
Well, man, we're just so hungry to just have not just live entertainment, but just to get awesome family entertainment, high-flying action. Somebody's going to be jumping off the top of the dugout, Kyle. I'm just going to go and get that out there. I mean, you can't put dugouts out there. Somebody's going to be going off the top. How can folks get up to speed and learn everything about OVW, Al? What's the best way, man?
The best way would be to go to ovwrestling.com if they are looking to find out more information about OVW, or if they want to find out about the trade school, they can go to aswa.live, and there'll be information there that they can find out about being the only accredited trade school for professional wrestling and sports entertainment in the world.
It's going to be great stuff, man. We can't wait to see you next weekend, Al. Thank you so much for the time. Like I said, a big fan of what you're doing and where you've been and where you're going with OVW. We can't wait to see you in person next weekend at the Bowling Green Ballpark, man.
Thank you very much. I'm so excited to be part of this and to help out Special Olympics and be down there at the ballpark next week.
Excited, man. Al Snow right there. Good stuff, Kyle. Very cool cat. For sure.
Definitely. Excited to have him in town.
Going to be a lot of fun. Again, how can they get tickets to the show, Kyle?
Yeah, bghotrods.com or 270-901-2121.
Easy enough. Get out there. Check it out next week. We'll get Al back on and put it over one more time. Going to be a lot of fun having pro wrestling back in Bowling Green. I'm just going to lend my services to Al if he needs it as an undefeated wrestling manager. Undefeated in the ballpark as well.
That's true.
It's like my WrestleMania streak at the ballpark than the Undertaker does. So just going to float that out there. Rats right now.